Really great work today. While we wait to hear back from the seller about whether they accept your offer or not, let's recap on some of the biggest ideas from today. When buying a house, the first step is to look at your finances. What can you comfortably afford in your budget? And what is the lender telling you that you are pre-approved for? Often, we can get pre-approved for a much higher amount than we should be spending. People who spend more than 30% of their income on housing can find themselves being house poor if they are not careful. This doesn't mean they're actually poor. It just means they are spending so much of their take-home pay on housing that they can't afford much else in their budgets. We learned that a housing payment is not just about the mortgage. There are other costs to housing too, such as property tax, homeowners insurance, and HOA dues. These are known as PITI, or pity payment. A low credit score is going to increase your mortgage interest rate, which means you are paying a higher fee to borrow the money for your home purchase. This can amount to tens of thousands of extra dollars over the life of the loan. We found out that the asking price of a home is not the full total we need to pay. Some contingencies, such as a home inspection, cost extra. There are also closing costs that need to be covered without debt to complete the legal transaction of purchasing a home. Closing costs are typically estimated at around 3% of the price of the home. Finally, buying a home is going to involve trade-offs. You are unlikely to be able to afford everything you want, and therefore, you will need to determine what is most important, what can be compromised on, and what is a deal breaker. Establishing your needs and wants before beginning your home search is a great way to ensure you don't get distracted by unnecessary features and tempted to overspend your budget.